Welcome back to Happy-ish. And what are we talking about this time? You've got to keep that in. Right, this time we're talking about mantras. Welcome to the Happy-ish Top 10.
Where we're going to rank ideas that make people truly happy.
Every episode we choose one idea.
But we have to agree where it ranks. Mantras. What's the pitch for mantras to be happiness?
Yeah, well, I think, just to clarify, there's self-talk of what you say to yourself all the time as you go through the day of, I'm a terrible person, why does everything go wrong, or whatever, or positive, could be. And then there's mantras, which are what you say to yourself when you're meditating.
Yeah.
But mantras is kind of a short word for everything that goes on inside your head, all of your self-talk and your scripts, beliefs about yourself.
So it could be several different things.
I think that's what we mean, in the context of this podcast anyway. So it's self-talk. So
because the mantras that you use, like Om and other things when you're meditating,
they're really important if you meditate.
And they're very enriching and can bring you happiness.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Absolutely. But a lot of people don't meditate, but everybody has self-talk.
Yes, true.
And everybody either says, I can sort that out. How hard can it be?
Yeah.
Or they go, I'm never going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that has a huge effect on how happy you are in your life, much more than, say, romance or whatever else is on our board.
No, romance is brilliant. But we did talk about it a little bit in a previous episode when we talked about laughter, because there was the idea that if you fake your laughter, your body thinks it's true.
Yes.
And so it makes you happier in the moment. And so similarly with self-talk, when you go, I can do it, go girl, then...
and self-talk, it controls everything, because your thoughts control what you then do and what happens to you. And so, success and happiness all come from really your initial self-talk inside your head.
What you think you're capable of.
Yeah. So if this was pitching to be high up on our board, it would say that, I control everything that happens to you in the end.
I am your mind.
Yeah. And it sort of is, because even your relationships with other people do things you're not expecting, but you affect how other people treat you, and you interpret how other people treat you. So you can decide whether it matters or not.
Yeah.
If somebody says something that's not very nice, you can just think, they don't matter, they're an idiot. Or you can be completely bent out of shape for days of, I can't believe you said that. So this is huge.
Yes, although I think you're taking it a bit more down the idea of self-help. I think for the purposes of this podcast, it is things that you say to yourself before you go to bed, things that you can find useful.
Yes.
I heard somebody saying, one I thought was really good, when she gets up every morning and she goes, I feel good, I feel fine, I feel like this all the time, which I just love. So
I've never heard that before. I feel good, I feel fine, I'm like a fine wine. Or something.
If that's what, but those things lift you, don't they? So it's statements, really. I agree with you, the things you were saying earlier. That's
but there are
true.
other things like all this will pass, or everything passes.
Yeah.
So if something's bad, you think, but, or even, does it matter in the big picture? Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
I think there are lots of little sayings, which I think you could call mantras, which you can use to make yourself feel happier in any situation, or even just, this is the life.
Yeah.
As you zoom down the hill on your push bike or whatever, or as you sit there in the sun, there's a little bit of sunshine in Aberdeen. It's finally come through the clouds after 3 weeks. And you sit there in the sun and you just think, this is the life.
Yeah.
And I think this is the life is a way to amplify your happiness.
Yeah.
So I think, on the plus side, I think mantras are important. They really affect your thinking a lot.
Yeah.
What you say to yourself is more important than most people realise.
And you easily say to yourself things that are not so good.
Yeah.
I'm hopeless. I can't do this.
We discovered this a bit when we had that game where you weren't allowed to say anything negative. You could think it, but you weren't allowed to say it.
Oh, right.
But because you couldn't, do you remember this was years ago? We read it in a book or something.
Okay.
And we got to a point where we didn't say anything negative, but that also then...
we had nothing to say.
No, what I was going to say was it made your negative thoughts disappear because you never sort of expressed them. They gave up and went away. And it made our thoughts more positive as well.
Right.
And people did actually say, oh, you two are always so positive or / annoying. But I remember people even commenting on it. So you can do it, especially with somebody else helping you do it.
Yeah.
What's the so that's the happy. What about the happy-ish? I mean, do you think there is any downside to mantras, or do you think that they, do you think self-talk is difficult to control? Maybe.
Yeah, you've got to use them to have an effect, I suppose. It's no good saying, I feel good through gritted teeth, that you
got to believe it when you say it.
You've got to believe it when you say it, haven't you?
And in a way, that's almost, it's not dishonest, but it's a bit like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Because you have to say, I love giving presentations, even though you hate them. And then you sort of fool your inside and it becomes true. So there's something a bit weird about that.
So to make you happy, you've got to commit to whatever mantras you choose.
Yes.
Haven't you?
Yeah, you have.
Maybe not have too many and just...
And it's a difficult area to really know exactly what's going on inside your head. And, which mantra should you choose? How many can you have? How often do you have to say them? I mean, who knows?
Well, it's just a starting point, isn't it?
There are quite a lot of books, aren't there? There's a famous book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself.
Okay.
Which
that
goes
sounds
into
good.
it. Yeah. But I think it's by Shad Helmstetter, but I could be wrong. So, yeah.
Where's it going to go? How much is it helping us to be happy?
Well,
to have the mantra.
So I'm finding when we talk about it that it's nearly all positive. It is quite fundamental. It is quite easy to do. It's free.
Yeah.
The only downside is that it takes a little bit of sticking power. You have to repeat. In fact, you have to say something for about 30 days for it to become true, don't you? Okay. So I love presentations isn't going to instantly work. You've got to say it every day for a month.
Although it probably does help you in the moment.
Yeah.
If you're about to do a presentation and you're just really nervous, if you say, I love presentations,
it's going to be fine.
Can.
Visualize it being really good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of positive stuff and there's not much negative. So, wait, do you think it goes above romance?
It goes below romance for sure.
Well, it could. I mean, it could just go number 5. What you say to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think number 5, I'm protecting my romance.
Could I just put one argument in for it going here? Could I just say that laughter, it comes from your self-talk, really. Your self-talk is more fundamental than laughing and romance. I mean, your self-talk and food are the two things you put into your body, in a way. So there is an argument that it's right up.
Well, maybe it should go above food then.
Or above curry, or... No, but I mean, it could. I do actually think that if somebody wants to be happier, saying the right things to yourself is really important.
Oh, there's the trainer in you.
It's not as important as food, though, is it? And I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for it to go there if you like, because it's a bit of an odd one. And it is sort of imaginary. It's not, in a way, not real. Are your thoughts real? I don't know. I'm happy for it to go below romance if you want. But where does your happiness, if you looked at where your happiness has come from in the last, let's say, month.
Oh, goodness. Well, I know, but it's...
Has more of it come from the occasional romantic moment, or has more of it come from your thoughts inside your head? Just asking?
Just asking for a friend. Yeah. Oh, I think... Oh, but I so want romance to not be relegated.
Well, it may not be. No, maybe whatever we do next time is going to be number 6 or 7. I mean,
okay.
But no, before you move laughter, though, I mean, it could go...
Okay.
It could go below... I mean, because a lot of my happiness has come from laughing.
Yeah.
And maybe an argument against this is that nobody's very good at it.
One of the things about this and laughter is that it's about you. But not you, but it's about you personally, isn't it?
Yes.
Whereas romance and food and things tend to all involve other people. Right, do it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
So we're going to put it here.
Yes,
we're going to put it below laughter, because we get happiness every day from laughter. Yeah. And I'm happy for it to be below, because I think laughter's always good, whereas our self-talk is quite often not good.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I mean,
it's something we need to work on.
I think my self-talk's probably better than most people's, because I've worked on it a lot.
Yeah.
But I still have lots of bits of bad self-talk. Oh, what's the doctor going to say or whatever. And so my mantras don't make me happy all the time.
No.
But they are there all the time, which romance isn't. So I feel comfortable with it being number 4, if you're happy with that.
Yep. Okay.
Right. Decision made. This is getting difficult each week, isn't it?
Much more difficult.
And I'm sorry, romance is still
So
bottom
what
of
are
the pile, but it's still number 5. It's not bad. But the question is, what's going to happen when we add another one next week? So subscribe, please do follow us and see what we do next.
Vote for what you think as well.
Yes, and if you've got any comments, please do put in the comments about your self-talk. What's a phrase that you say to yourself that makes you feel good? Or what's your worst bit of self-talk that you're trying to get rid of, but you just can't? I would love to see that in the comments. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next time when we will be putting a 6th thing on our board.
On the board.